Okay, so here I have an image that I want to place into my document. And if you look at my document and you look for my layers palette, you will see that I have an artboard layer and I have a layer that right now is empty, which is my background layer. So everything will be placed on top of that layer. I can have more than one artboard, and in each artboard I can have multiple layers. I can also duplicate this artboard once it has all the content and edit each single artboard separately. Now, instead of just clicking and dragging this image into my document, I rather open it straight from Photoshop. That is because if I click and just drag this document into my Photoshop file, it would become a smart object. And at this point, I don't want that. I want the actual pixels of the image as layers in my document. So I will open it straight from Photoshop. And I can do that by just clicking and dragging the photo into the icon of the application. So here I have my image, and as you can see, it's about 5 by 6, and I have a 5 by 7 document. If we go into my images palette and we go into the mode, you can see that it's set as an RGB and 8 bits channel. If we go down to image size, you can see the actual dimensions of the original document and the resolution of it. So for the file size that I'm using, it's a pretty good size. If I wanted to do anything bigger than that, I would need an image that has a bigger file size than the one that I currently have. So right now I have one layer, which is the actual image layer, and as you can see is a background layer and it has a little lock on it. Now this allows for that layer not to be moved. I can still move it into another document, but I'm going to unlock it at this time just by clicking on that little lock icon, and now it's a separate layer. Now I can actually do a few things with it. So the way that I'm going to insert this into my document is by clicking right here in the center of my window, holding and dragging that into the tab for my new document. Once this switches over, I will drag down and drop it right on my document. Now you can see that I have two layers. Layer 1, which is my background, and layer 2, which is the new photo. I will go ahead and change the name of each layer by double clicking on the layer's name. So I'll put background, and on this tray. There we go. And now I have an image that I can actually start transforming and editing as I would like.